Streaming, yeah, shit. I took my music off of streaming like a year or two ago because of that. Because of pay system, getting paid a fraction of a penny, not even a penny, a fucking fraction of a penny. You know what I'm saying? Not even a half a penny either. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, I took my music off of streaming because of that. A few years ago, and I caved in because I just wanted everybody to experience it. I know that's what everybody uses nowadays, so it puts you in a tough spot, to just like have your stuff on SoundCloud. But I was just brainstorming on different ways to try to, monetize. Whether it be my own website that people go to. And it's tough, man. People are just so accustomed to free music. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, it's tough to make a buck off it. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, that was never my goal when I started this. You know what I'm saying? I never got in it to try to make money off it. You know what I'm saying? It was always just strictly for the art. Purely just for the art. And I was just like, that'll come down the road. That'll come. You know what I'm saying? I still, feel that way, subscribe to that, but when you've been doing this shit for 9, 10 years, people who've been doing it 5, 6+ years and who ain't seen nothing off of it and invested everything into it, it's tough, man. It's tough, man. When you coming out of your own pocket as an independent artist, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta go out there and get it. You know what I'm saying? To support this shit. Whether you hustling, working a 9 to 5, I done did it all, man. I done did everything to try and support this. Legally and illegally. You know what I'm saying? Everything, man. And it's tough, man. There's no easy way. Because you're doing illegal stuff and it's like, man, that's got a ceiling on it. You know what I'm saying? And then you doing legal stuff and it's like, man, you just fucking taking so much time, precious time away from creating, getting better. It's just like you're gonna fall behind in that. There's just no other way about it. You know what I'm saying? That, you're not sitting here working on music constantly and having that time. It's gonna be tough, especially with the 9 to 5 and how much energy that takes away from you. It's not impossible, but it's really tough to do that. Especially when, you don't have a friend or somebody who's like, yeah, come to the studio. I was watching Rhapsody. It's like, yeah, we used to live in the studio. It's like, man, when people had that luxury to, like, free, like, shit like that, like, yeah, just come to the studio, pop up. Like, that's cool. It's like when you coming out of your own pocket for that shit, man, it's different. You can't just live in the studio. I would love to live in the studio and sleep in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I was that dude. You can ask Jeff, you can ask Soundscape, you can ask Mike Kolar, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to live up there, bro. You can ask Solar 5, my homie Q. I was up in motherfucking 406 every day for a year straight. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't free. That was straight out of my own pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, my advice to somebody younger on the come up is do what I was doing at first, and I just kind of got discouraged. I should have just kept working at that and getting better, but man, get your own setup. You know what I'm saying? Before you start going into a big studio or any, studio that you got to pay for. Get your own stuff and figure out your sound and master your craft that way. Because when you're on a time limit,
short to sit in the office.
When you're working on somebody else's spot, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you're coming out of your own pocket, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? You just 3-hour limit, 6-hour limit. Sometimes you get cut short.
She made the point that it wasn't how it used to feel.
Yeah,
Like,
sometimes you get cut short. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that prohibits your progress. I seen that firsthand. When a couple years ago during the pandemic, I started recording myself, and I basically just, grew more in that time than I did during the first, 5 years of my career. And that time that I had on my own and finding my own and experimenting on my own and having that freedom to, I'm not on a time clock. I'm not on a 6-hour limit. I'm not on a 3-hour limit where I'm just trying to get as much done as I can and get, get the stuff that I was working on and that's it. Like, you need that time to play around with shit. You need that time to play around with your voice and, do shit 100 times if you want to. Not settle for take number 7, 8, 9 because, I want to get this done. I want to get to the next. Like, you end up rushing shit, man. It's like, it's not good to work that way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe other people are different. Maybe it works for them and shit. Like, I feel like if you have the experience of it, it's good. It's okay. But like I said, if you starting out, and I was starting out that way, going to the studios, the bigger studios, I don't think that's the best, man. I do not think that's the best way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I grew so much from 2020 when I got my own stuff to present day, 2023 going into 2024. I feel like I'm a whole new artist just because I had that time to experiment, work on my own, and just totally different now. Just, like I said, just a whole new artist now. And it wouldn't happen if I didn't have that time. I didn't record on my own. You know what I'm saying?
There's no, you don't have earthquakes,
Yeah.
you have tornadoes. Yeah, you have other things. It's a
I don't know if I should start talking about the weed shit here or over there.